The following is a presentation of CBC Sports.
We are created, but we are the makers. We are what we choose to define. Love is the only law, and it cannot be killed. We are the stars, we are of stars. Love what you will. Love is the only law, and it cannot be killed. We are the stars, we are of stars. Love what you will.
Day 6 in the Paralympic city, Rio de Janeiro is experiencing the rush of high-performance sport deep into September. Brilliant Guanabara Bay. The Cariocas have made it lively and optimistic. The athletes from 160 nations are responding with some remarkable performances at the 15th edition of the Games. Just a lovely sunset. Hello everyone, welcome to Rio 2016 and the Paralympic Games on CBC. I'm Scott Russell. You know, it's amazing when rivals of similar abilities engage each other in honest competition on a level playing field and everybody is at the height of the powers. You can get some remarkable performances. Take a look at this. This is five-a-side visually impaired soccer. Iran versus Morocco. Benhai Zadali Iskari scores a wonderful goal, and he does it in a solo effort. This is the call from Richard Connolly.
Well, things going Iran's way now, with the goal and with the star player of Morocco injured. Zadali Iskari. Well through. Oh, Zadali Iskari! And that's terrific! What a super run and a splendid goal. Two goals for Iran in 2 minutes, and they're clearly on top now.
Iran won the match 2-0, but the goal was the real story. Tonight on the show, swimming, Aurélie Rivard of Canada back on record pace, 100-meter freestyle S10. Athletics, Jason Dunkerley and his guide Josh Karanja aim to contend in the 1,500 meters, the metric mile at the stadium. Women's basketball quarterfinals, the 2014 world champions from Canada take on a tough opponent from the Netherlands. That's where we begin the show tonight. Canada has not been on the podium at the Paralympics in women's wheelchair basketball since 2004 in Athens when they won the bronze medal. Group play here, the Canadians were 3-1. They wound up third in their group, Group A. It means they cross over and take on a very tough team from the Netherlands, who are also 3-1. To set up the match tonight, let's go to Rob Snoop, who's alongside the Canadian head coach, Bill Johnson.
Thanks, Scott. There was a little bit of confusion yesterday when Canada played its final game against Brazil, whether you had to run up the numbers. And Bill, can you set us straight on that?
Yeah, the tiebreaker for international wheelchair basketball is it only involves the teams, the points for and against only involve the teams involved in the tie, so that you don't run up the score on countries like Brazil and Argentina and things like that.
Give you a chance to play some players that maybe wouldn't see as much time in the big games, right?
Yeah, and it gives us a chance to work on some of the things we thought we'd need to do going into the playoff round.
You've been getting big contributions, as you always do, from Janet McLaughlin and Cindy Willett and a few others. Who else has really impressed you through this tournament?
Some of our younger players have really stepped up and played around. Aaron Young, for instance, Rosalie Lalonde, they've really stepped up and they're embracing their roles. And some of the players coming off the bench, I think of Darda Sales, Erica Gavel, who's come off and given us some really, really big minutes as well.
playing Netherlands in the semifinal, or in the quarterfinal, is probably a team that maybe you thought you would meet in the semifinal. A big, tough opponent for both teams. What do they bring to the table that's so tough?
They're very disciplined. They're very, very structured in what they do, and they stick to it. And regardless of how the game is going, they're going to stick to that plan. So they're all about the execution. So we have to make sure that we're one step ahead of them all the time.
Well, I was going to say, probably not a lot of surprises between the two. You've seen them lots before. They've seen you lots before. What do you think is going to be the difference for today?
I think it's going to come down to just purely execution. I think both teams have their plans. We know each other very well, as you said, so it comes down to who can execute at this point.
So it's Canada against the Netherlands, women's quarterfinals, wheelchair basketball.
Thanks, Rob. Canada, the Para-Pan Am silver medalists last summer in Toronto. The Netherlands, 3-1 in Group B. Their only loss to USA. They won bronze in London 2012. To call it from Rio Olympic Arena, here's Mike Carlson.
And we have the opening tip, which is controlled by McLaughlin for Canada. And you see Harnock waiting, and Harnock shooting. And there's the first points of the game. Katie Harnock getting the first basket of the game. She was waiting for her teammates to come down after the chairs were locked up, and the tap then had the open shot and took it. DeRoy now for Canada. Her shot misses, and the rebound comes to Ferguson. And the great lead pass and the basket by Willette. It's 4-0 to Canada. We're still in the first minute. Give Ferguson the assist. Poutzing steering around. DeRoy sets the brace into Beyer. Beyer misses, but there's the rebound for DeRoy. And DeRoy gives Netherlands their first points of the game, and it's 4-2-2. So 2 minutes gone. Poutzing makes it, and it is 5-4 to the Netherlands. McLaughlin still on the outside. Willette now. Willette dribbling. She's got the shot in the paint and gets the roll at 6-5 to Canada. Willette now. Dropped it to Harnock. McLaughlin was a high pass. She had to control it. Then she turns around and sinks the basket. It's 8-5 to Canada. 3.5 minutes gone in the game. Poutzing misses again, the rebound. McLaughlin again, the quick pass down court. Ferguson Harnock couldn't bring it in. DeRoy cuts her off. You see Willette trying to set the pick for her. And, well, it's a really good high pass from McLaughlin, and McLaughlin just reaches over Beyer for it. And Poutzing on, well, she got the good lead pass. McLaughlin from the outside, she hits, drops it through, nothing but net. It's 14-11. You didn't have to hear what Coach Van der Linden was saying there, telling his squad to pick her up. Oosterbaan now drops it to DeRoy. DeRoy's got the layup and misses. DeRoy gets her own rebound, uses the glass this time and puts it in. It's 14-13 with under 4 minutes to play in the quarter. Oosterbaan gliding in from the foul line, puts it in. Rose Oosterbaan, one of the veterans of the team, 37 years old. Nicely done. Sending the cutters through. Well, at one end it works, at the other end it works. And Lalonde puts the layup in. DeRoy Bayer is out there for the screen. DeRoy takes the shot. Visser loses the rebound, and Houtsing loses it. Now Oosterbaan takes it out. There's 13 on the shot clock with a minute left in the quarter. Oosterbaan shoots, and she hits. She's got 4. Visser moves right over to try to cut the pass from McLaughlin, but she can, and McLaughlin cans the basket, 18-17. You can see how they were laying off McLaughlin to block the middle, but then she comes over to try to double team her and deny the entry pass. It just wasn't tall enough, didn't have enough reach to be able to do that. Perhaps the single biggest, and there's a good pass to Bayer. Bayer can't it inside. Perhaps the single biggest advantage of having a big in that lineup is the reach and the ability to get the passes into them. What a collision there with the two Canadians, and Houtsing moves behind them. Good pass to DeRoy, and she just got a little bit too far in. She dishes it back to Bayer. Bayer uses the glass and puts it in, and it's 21-18. And Young quickly up to Willette. And Willette now has a 2-on-1. She gets the pass, and we're tied. There's the layup. She saw it developing. She waited and then gave Houghton the pass, and Houghton laid it in. 21-21. Just about 2 minutes gone in the second period. Houtsing into Bayer. She just manages to control the pass, has a good look, and puts it in. 23-21. The easy twos are what the Dutch are looking for with their big Mariska Bayer. Kramer with the block. Kramer picks it up, and Korver is breaking down with her. Now Bayer comes trying to make it a 3-on-2. The Dutch get back quickly and even things up, but Arts sliding down with nobody there. Korver into Kramer, and Kramer with the turnaround puts it in. 27-23. What a future she has. So skilled at only 17 years old. She'll turn 18 in just 2 days. Great pass, and Willette, no problem at all with the layup, moving away from the basket and using the glass. 27-25. 5.5 to play, Netherlands by 2. Bayer just stuck the arm out, said put it here, sets the screen, and there's Visser coming down the middle. Visser's shot misses, but Kramer's got the rebound and puts it in. So 4 quick points for Kramer coming off the bench, working inside, and it's 29-25. Again, the cutter goes through. It was Willette, and there's a foul, I believe, on Arts, as McLaughlin was coming down to get into position, trying to bump her off her path. That's the team's 3rd foul. Willette tried a very interesting backwards layup with spin, and the Dutch fast break off of that as everybody was in the paint for Canada, and Korver finishes 31-25. Lalonde to Willette, and she hits. Both these teams, the majority of their players have played together. The Canadians at the academy, and the Dutch for CTO Papendal. And Kramer hits. Sonny Timmerman, they'd like her to be more of a presence inside here. She's cutting through, doesn't get the pass from Visser. Kramer now gives it to her at the foul line. And Timmerman's shot climbs up over the rim and in. 38-29. The Dutch are getting great points from their bench. Great contributions there. Oosterbaan moves into the corner. Corbin will bring it up for Canada. The game clock is a couple of seconds ahead of the shot clock, so they can work for a good long shot, good late shot, I probably should say. Kramer protecting the ball, spinning on Roulette, goes past Roulette, now kicks it out to Corver. 4 on the shot clock. They get the good pass inside, don't get it, but they get the rebound, and Timmerman with the rebound and the shot. With 2 seconds left, the clock expires before Canada can inbound. And what a great performance by the Dutch bench. And at the half, the Netherlands lead Canada 42-29 after a 23-11 margin in the second quarter.
The Rio 2016 Paralympic Games are brought to you by Petro-Canada, supporting over 2,700 Olympic and Paralympic hopefuls since 1988. By Air Canada, official airline of the Canadian Paralympic team. And by CIBC, banking that fits your life.
Hello there. You are now one of the lucky people in this world to call yourself Canadian. Welcome aboard. You'll grow up doing things we all do, or you'll do your own thing. Either way, you're a doer. Your heroes will inspire you, but you'll find ways to inspire yourself. That's important. You'll love your home, but its borders won't be able to hold you. You'll push out to see the world. One day, you'll wake up 6 hours ahead, or 8 hours behind, or here. Maybe to prove yourself. Maybe because you're needed. Maybe to show off your big, bad, superpowered brain. That'll be you, flying the flag. And when you leave, they'll remember that smart, helpful, confident, tough Canadian. So we thank you in advance for making your mark. The world needs more Canada. Let's bring it to them.
Blood pressure's down.
Less stress in my life.
How so?
I got myself the new CIBC Smart account. It's a totally new way to bank.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, now I only pay for what I use. And my monthly fee is capped.
Well, I'm glad you're so relaxed. It's going to make this so much easier.
Happy thoughts.
Introducing worry-free banking with the new CIBC Smart account. CIBC, banking that fits your life.
My name may not be known across the country, but when you see me compete in the Paralympic Games, the country will see all it took to get me here. I'm Sabrina Duchesne. Today, I'm part of Team Canada, but first I was part of tomorrow's Team Canada.
Since 1988, Petro-Canada has supported over 2,700 Olympic and Paralympic hopefuls.
I pick up a broken comb, running through my favorite hair.
When the best of us steps up,
I don't have
our nation stands a little taller. We all play for Canada.
I am babysitting tonight.
You're joking.
I wish I was joking.
But you hate kids.
That's correct.
Oh my God. Can I watch or videotape? Can I bring friends?
No.
Where's your cool Christian Korean boyfriend?
There's no such thing as a cool Christian Korean boy.
What you talking?
If they're cool and Christian, they're not Korean. And if they're cool and Korean, they're not Christian. And if they're cool, Christian, and Korean, they're girls.
Janet!
Bye, Emma.
Welcome back to the Paralympic Games. Social media creates the conversation. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at CBC Sports. You can get in on the worldwide discussion by using the hashtag Rio2016. Table tennis. 59-year-old Stephanie Chan of Vancouver met South Korea's Song Ok Kim for the bronze medal. Canadian gets a good start, taking the first game when Kim hits the net. The Korean rebounded, taking the second game as Chan will miss long. Another Chan miscue allows Kim to go up by a game, and in the fourth game of the set, Chan's shot is too long, and Kim gets the bronze medal. Here are the final moments of the match. And it's long by Chan. Gold goes to Kelly Van Zon of the Netherlands. Kubra Korkut of Turkey takes the silver medal. And bronze to South Korea's Kim. Stephanie Chan of Canada winds up in 4th place. Now back to the second half of quarterfinal basketball. Canadian women with ground to make up on the Dutch.
That's McLaughlin right now. Outside shot, doesn't get the roll, and Hoitzig with the rebound for Canada. Willette playing very well, but she's only 5 for 13 from the floor. She's got 10 points as well. They need to spread it around. They were doing best when they penetrated, but Baier starts things off for Canada with another basket. She's now got 12, and the lead is up to 15 for the Dutch. See what Canada can do differently. McLaughlin comes out. Willette now on the baseline, long shot, she hits. They need both Willette and McLaughlin to be hot here unless they can come up with another tactic. Hoitzing with the pass that Baier couldn't handle. McLaughlin on the baseline shoots and hits. So from the same spot, basically, the two big scorers for Canada, Willette and McLaughlin, each hit a basket, and the lead is now down to 11 after 1 minute of play in the second half. Willette into McLaughlin in the paint. That's what they want, and McLaughlin makes no mistake. Get her inside 10 feet. Gives her a chance for the rebounds on missed shots as well. Hoitzing from the outside, and she hits 48-35. And she's got 11. Nice move by Willette. Hoitzing. No screen, but she takes the shot and hits it again. And up to Willette. Willette with a great pass forward for Jules. Jules turns around, gets it back out to Harnock. Back to Willette. Over to McLaughlin. Good drop pass. And Lalonde puts it in. Harnock cross court to Willette. She lets the shot go immediately. It's short, but the rebound off to Lalonde, and this time there's no mistake. Lalonde has been so valuable for Canada when she's in, doing all the little things. .11 game, under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Hoitzing trying to come in to Baier inside. Bayer's shot was well off, and McLaughlin rebounded for Canada and gives it to Willette. Willette, great pass to Lalonde. Lalonde again getting behind the defense and laying it in, and it's a 9-point game. Baier with a good move and comes in on the uncontested layup, and the lead's back to 11 now. Visser now on the outside. She missed the pass. Oosterbaum was all alone underneath. Visser now was alone in the paint. Hoitzing missing. Oosterbaum couldn't get the rebound. McLaughlin picked it up. She throws the long pass down, but Hoitzing is there to cut off Lalonde. DeRoy turns Willette around. Harnock now from the outside. She misses. She makes it. It gets a great bounce. And we have a 7-point game with a minute to play in the third period. There you see the smiles on the Canadian bench. They got a great roll off that rim. Visser now, 14 on the shot clock. On the baseline to Bayer. To Visser coming in. Visser with the layup. Beautiful give and go. Houtzing now gets past McLaughlin. Underneath to Bayer. Bayer using the glass. Puts it in 62-51. McLaughlin. Cross court to Harnock. Harnock with the shot. And she hits. Back to 9. And Harnock's got 8. It's what they need from Canada. They've got to get away from just that dependence on the 2 scorers. And Harnock's 8 is a crucial contribution. Houtzing in to Bayer in the paint. Bayer hits. 64-53. Ouellette's got the shot on the baseline. That's her range. She misses. And Houtzing with the rebound. Oosterbaan coming down behind her, getting free from the defender. Houtzing to Roy. To Bayer. Bayer sets and shoots and hits. Visser's got a screen. The shot misses. But Visser gets the rebound and gives it to Bayer and out to Houtzing. They'll use a little bit more time, and Houtzing with a long shot and hits. 68-53. The lead's up to 15 as we're under halfway through the 4th quarter. Ouellette in the corner. Tries to take the baseline. Cut off by Bayer. McLaughlin, not a good look, but she uses the glass and puts it in. What a shot by McLaughlin as the shot clock was winding down and she was closely defended. She couldn't get a good look, and she used the glass and put it in. I suspect Van Bergen is in there. Oh, and that's a great shot by Ouellette. Bad angle, great shot. McLaughlin out beyond the 3-point line, and you see Bayer coming out to defend her. Bayer knocks the ball away from her, and now she's going to win the race down court. She's going to lay it in, and that, if you needed it, is the emphatic exclamation point for the Netherlands. Bayer with the steal from McLaughlin. And Bayer to Visser. Visser misses the layup, but Bayer puts the rebound in. They got off to a fast start, Canada. They did it with her shooting and with Ouellette shooting, but the Netherlands started to figure out ways to get the ball to Bayer inside, and Bayer delivered big time. The Dutch now just content to hold the ball. Houtzing with the shot. The 24-second clock expires. There's 8 seconds left in the game, and Canada will inbound. And the Dutch can celebrate as they will be going through to the semifinals here at the Rio 2016 Paralympics. And loose ball, appropriately enough, comes to Visser, who's been so valuable in this game. And the Netherlands has defeated Canada 78-60. The Netherlands will advance to the semifinals of the women's wheelchair basketball here at the Paralympics.
Janet, I know this is crushing for you guys. You know, how you get the 3 fouls in the first half. How much was that a part of it?
No, I mean, I got a bit rattled in the first half. It was unfortunate, but it didn't really, I don't think, affect the outcome. I came off a minute before the end of the first half, and then was back on in the second. And thankfully, it was good timing that way. But no, I think we played a good game, and they played a great game. And they're a very good team, and they deserve to win today.
I guess now as one of the leaders, you're going to be psychologist to help some of the younger women, aren't you?
Well, you know what? This group is a really neat group to be a part of, and I think we'll be okay. It hurts, yeah, it does. We came here with pretty high hopes, but we'll be all right, and we've got a couple more games to play, so we'll feel a bit sorry for ourselves tonight, I think. And we have a day off tomorrow, and we'll regroup, and we'll be ready for the next one.
Thank you, Janet.
Thanks.
Very emotional. Janet McLaughlin, women's semifinals streaming on Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. CBCSports.ca/Paralympics. The Canadians now relegated to play for 5th through 8th. Men's quarterfinal matchups tomorrow: Spain, Germany, USA, Netherlands, Great Britain versus Australia, and Turkey versus home Brazil. Out to the Aquatic Stadium next, and Canada's Aurélie Rivard makes ready. She's been lightning quick over the past 2 years at 100 meters. Her big race is coming up from Rio 2016.
You remember the moment. Adversity staring down at you. Fear of failure as universal as your drive to victory. You have faced that adversity, conquered it, used it to silence a world that wants to define ability. You've proven you're able to win, to inspire, thrive. You've worked just as hard, pushed just as far, overcoming the doubts all athletes face. There is no despite, only in spite of. You're here because you deserve to be. All your life you've known it. Victory against adversity defines you, but no one can define your adversity. You have shown the world that you are not here to just compete. You are here to win.
Can you keep up with Canada's Paralympic team? Introducing the Para-Tough Training Series. 5 incredibly tough follow-along workout videos led by some of Canada's most elite Paralympians. Are you tough enough to keep up? Try the workouts at paratough.com and watch Team Canada's training pay off at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
Every child should learn how to swim, for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
We've all had those moments. Moments when our heads fill with doubt. Moments when little voices creep in and say, maybe you should try something else. Something easier. But the truth is, I don't do easy.
Welcome back to Rio 2016 and the Paralympic Games on CBC. The emerging superstar in the pool for Canada at these games is 20-year-old Aurélie Rivard of Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu, Quebec. She's a Para-Pan Am Games champion 6 times. She's a world champion, and it seems every time she enters the water, she sets a new record. Last summer at the Para-Pan Am Games in Toronto, a world record in the S10 100-meter freestyle, as called by the legendary Steve Armitage.
Aurélie Rivard, the 19-year-old from Montreal in lane 4. She's the America's record holder. Rivard off the wall, less than 50 meters to go now. The women's 100 free. It doesn't look as if anybody is going to catch Rivard. Just over 5 meters to go for Aurélie Rivard of Canada. This will be gold medal number 6. Aurélie Rivard touches, and there's a world record clocking for Rivard. 59.17.
This morning in the heat, Aurélie was back at it, easily winning and in Paralympic record time, 59.89 seconds. She's already has gold and silver at these games. She swims 8 events. Now, let's get to her event at the pool. Women's 100 meters S10. Aurélie Rivard takes on her friend and rival, Sophie Pascoe of New Zealand, to call the racing Dwayne Deloca and Amy Bainbridge.
The final now of the women's 100-meter freestyle S10. Going in lane 5, aiming for the 4th gold medal in 4 days. Sophie Pascoe, who won the title 4 years ago in London, goes in lane 5. But the friendly rivalry between Pascoe and Rivard continues here, because the world champion, Aurélie Rivard of Canada, goes in lane 4. She finished outside the medals in London. She touched 4th, but now vastly more experienced as a 20-year-old, returns and has already claimed gold in the 50 free, and is looking to round out the 50 and 100 free double. She's the world record holder. She set the Paralympic record in qualifying as the only swimmer to go sub 60 seconds in the heats. The silver in the 200 IM behind Pascoe. Osterhuis, Chen, Lorandi, Rivard, Pascoe, Kriger, Ribeiro and Cristino. The final of the women's 100 freestyle S10, eagerly anticipated. Rivard, such quick reaction time. Sophie Pascoe a little less distance off the starting block, but quickly into her stroke. It is Rivard who is looking to dominate here, while Lorandi of France goes strong in lane 3, but it's just losing that little pace. Going strong in lane 2, though, is Chen Yi, the 15-year-old from China, but much will depend on her turn. While making a charge from the opening lane, the first lane, Osterhuis of the Netherlands. But right now, it is Rivard ahead of Pascoe, ahead of Lorandi.
Well, let's see how they come off the wall, and Rivard's had a really good turn, but she still hasn't managed to extend the lead over Pascoe. In fact, they're going to be going pretty much stroke by stroke as they enter the final 25. The Chinese athlete just starting to drop off a little. Chen Yi, she had a great first 50, tiring a little.
Well, Sophie Pascoe is chasing Rivard, but Rivard starting to pull away. She's just off her own world record pace. She's going to go sub 60 seconds, though. Rivard is going to beat out the closing Pascoe. Rivard takes gold, Pascoe takes silver, and bronze goes to Lorandi, the silver medalist of 4 years ago. France with a rare swimming medal at Rio 2016. But Rivard does not disappoint. She completes the 50 and 100 free double. The world record holder sets a new Paralympic record in 59.31, and first to congratulate her is Sophie Pascoe. Words for one another. A very healthy rivalry between them. Sophie Pascoe, so much would have depended on her recovery. She has been swimming in 5 consecutive days, and ice baths and massages needed to keep her going. Lorandi takes this bronze for France.
Well, it was a great start off the blocks. Actually, most athletes did pretty well. In the end, it was Chen Yi who had the quickest reaction time, just ahead of Rivard. But the turn so crucial, and we know that Rivard set herself up so well heading into that final 50. And as you say, perhaps Pascoe just a little tired after an extremely busy 4 days of competition, well, consecutive days, and swimming in finals every day, and what a great result for her to back up and get a silver.
A little English and French-Canadian triangle. Lorandi, the French speaker, Rivard from Quebec, but fluent in English and French, and Pascoe, the English speaker of New Zealand, also goes sub the previous Paralympic record, but still not good enough to claim the gold. Rivard, Paralympic record time, not far away from her own world record, claims the gold, and Lorandi, silver medalist of 4 years ago, touches for bronze.
Well, she's done it again. Gold to Aurélie Rivard of Canada, and in Paralympic record time, 59:31. Silver to her rival Sophie Pascoe of New Zealand. Bronze to Elodie Laurandi of France. Here's Aurélie right now, right after the race with Stephanie Dixon.
Scott, Aurélie, congratulations, your second gold medal. How does it feel to be the queen of sprint freestyle?
It's weird because I was never a sprinter. You know, I started to be good last year, so to be winning the 50 and the 100 is pretty great. Yeah, I'm just really happy with that.
You've had to get up and down for so many different races in this competition. How have you been managing the emotions?
Oh, I've had a hard time with that. I try as much as I can not to think about that, just to focus on my own thing, just to, you know, put me in the mindset that I try to avoid all the attention that I have on the social media. It's really hard, but I try. And of course, I don't have as much pressure as I did like on day one, but as much stress, that's for sure. But I'm used to it, so I guess it's okay.
Even though you're trying to block out the social media, I hope you know that Canada's behind you. We're so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Still to come on day 6 of the Paralympic Games from Rio, 5-time Paralympic medalist Jason Dunkerley runs the 1,500 meters. And Alison Levine and Marco Dispaltro compete in mixed pairs boccia in Rio.
The Rio 2016 Paralympic Games are brought to you by Canadian Tire. We all play for Canada. By CIBC, banking that fits your life. And by Bell, accessibility just got better.
Hello there. You're one of the lucky ones to call yourself Canadian. You'll have heroes, but you'll find ways to inspire yourself. You'll love your home, but its borders won't be able to hold you. One day, you'll push out to see the world, make your mark, and fly the flag. And when you leave, they'll remember that smart, helpful, tough, confident Canadian. The world needs more Canada. Let's bring it to them.
Introducing an amazing lineup of accessible devices from Bell, like the hearing aid-compatible Doro 824 with a friendly and intuitive interface. With a tactile keyboard overlay, the Doro 824C is designed for those who are blind or have low vision. Chocolate. It even reads text for you. Plus, the Tekla fits to any wheelchair, so it can work hands-free. Bell. Accessibility just got better.
Blood pressure's down. Less stress in my life.
How so?
I got myself the new CIBC Smart account. It's a totally new way to bank.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, now I only pay for what I use. And my monthly fee is capped.
I'm glad you're so relaxed. It's going to make this so much easier.
Happy thoughts.
Introducing worry-free banking with the new CIBC Smart account. CIBC, banking that fits your life.
Today, we've invited a group of youngsters to the ranch.
Do the cows ever go in the house with you? What's it like to be a rancher? Is it true that cows jump over the moon?
Cows like to travel in S's.
Do you have to work every day?
That's right.
Do you even have to work on your birthday?
Great food grows in Canada. That's why McDonald's only serves Canadian beef.
Some guys live to get things done. And we've built their official truck. The all-new Nissan Titan XD. With a Cummins diesel engine, it can tow over 12,000 pounds. The Nissan Titan. The Titan of trucks. Now with up to $10,000 in standard rate finance cash.
Our people do not back down from a challenge. From the mountains to the ice. We do not wilt. We do not crumble. We do not fear. We train. We fight. We win. Because the only thing better than red and white on your chest is red, white, and gold. Let all other nations know and tremble. Canada is coming.
Welcome back to Rio 2016 and the Paralympic Games on CBC. On the way into the Olympic Aquatic Stadium on a brilliant night in the heartbeat of Brazil. The women's 200 IM S7 Tess Routliffe, a 17-year-old of Caledon, silver in this event at the World Championships in Glasgow. Sarah Mahane, a 21-year-old, Vernon, BC, 4 medals at Para-Pan Am Games, 1 in every discipline. Now we go back out to the pool with Dwayne and Amy.
Women's 200 metres individual medley, SM7. Sarah Mahane, 21 years of age. This is her second Paralympics, but she's chasing her first medal. Expect her to go out hard. She's a very strong butterfly. Got some support there in the crowd. You can see Tess Routliffe. You can see on your screen, just 17 years of age. She had a silver in the individual medley at Worlds in 2015. The young student has a full schedule here, swimming 8 events. So Almeida in 1, Mahane in 2, Jordan in 3, Howarth 4, Routliffe 5, Jung in 6, Talamona from Italy in 7, and Rolo Marquiel from Spain in 8. The women's 200 metres individual medley SM7 classification. Great reaction time there from Nikita Howarth. We know we've seen her swimming so quickly off the blocks, and she's capitalising now, so settling in nicely with the difficult butterfly leg. Such a gruelling endurance event, the 200 metres IM, and it's even across the pool with Howarth, Jordan and Mahane in 4, 3 and 2 respectively. So New Zealand, USA and Canada looking to take the early lead at the first 50-metre split.
Well, I don't think Nikita Howarth or Courtney Jordan should at any stage be discounted, but neither should Sarah Mahane. She's very strong on the fly. She's a bronze medalist at the World Championships in the 50 fly. She's got a very strong backstroke, and she's got the endurance. She's often doing cross-country skiing. Her younger sisters, Hannah and Heather, are actually competed internationally at cross-country skiing, so she's got the endurance and the added benefit of the aerobic exercise behind her in the pool. But at the moment it's Courtney Jordan hanging on to second place. Battle for first place will be, you imagine, between Jordan and Nikita Howarth. But the bronze medalist in the fly is world champion over this distance in 2013 and 2015. And Nikita Howarth wants to make this race count. She wants to claim her first Paralympic gold medal, and she wants to do it in an event in which she is the world champion. At the moment, there's not a great deal in it because a fantastic swim from Chan Ying going in lane 6 sees her back into contention at the halfway mark.
Well, we knew that Zhang Ying was going to have a strong backstroke, and it certainly proved to be the case. It was enough to put her into second position. Howarth, though, was fantastic off the wall. She had a great turn, timed it perfectly and pushed off into her breaststroke, and as a result has grown her advantage to, well, it could well be about 4 body lengths at this stage. She's in front of Jordan, who's swimming well in lane 3, but if she's not careful, she's going to drop right out of gold medal contention. The silver medal battle, however, is going to be extremely enticing as Howarth swims into the wall for the 150 split. She's going to be feeling fantastic. She looks like she's doing it easily, and she'll almost certainly be able to bring home gold from here.
Well, this is a very, very good swim. The breaststroke leg by Nikita Howarth was thoroughly impressive, and certainly the New Zealander is looking well set to claim the title in the women's 200 individual medley. The battle for silver is now seen Tess Routliffe make a charge for it. The New Zealand-born Tess Routliffe might make it a New Zealand-born one too, but Tess Routliffe has made a big challenge here, and certainly somebody who shot to prominence at the Parapans in the 200 IM, and Tess Routliffe is doing something extraordinary in the pool. She's suddenly moved up into medal contention, is holding on for the silver, but the focus on the gold medalist here by some margin as well.
Nikita Howarth bringing it home strongly. She'll be outside her best, I believe, but she's had a wonderful swim. Look at this, touching ahead easily to take home the gold medal, and a fantastic performance from the Canadian Routliffe, touching in for silver. What a lovely finish from her. And Courtney Jordan from the United States will take the bronze.
Well, that is a moment of delight for Nikita Howarth. Historic silver medal for Tess Rowliffe as well. Courtney Jordan, her 10th Paralympic Games medal now. It just happens to be a bronze.
That's a gold medal to Nikita Howarth of New Zealand. Silver, Tess Rowliffe of Caledon, Ontario. Bronze, Courtney Jordan of the United States. Now let's get some reaction from the rookie, Tess Rowliffe. It's all about her first Paralympic medal.
Tess, congratulations on your silver medal. You were behind after the 100. You were in 4th place. You surge back on the 3rd 50 to get back into the 2nd place finish. Is that the race you were expecting?
Totally expecting that. It happened at World Championships in 2015, where I got the really unexpected silver. I had no idea that was coming, and it was all in the back half. And me and all my coaches know that I'm a racer and I'm a back half kind of person.
You come from the small town of Caledon, Ontario. What allowed you to believe it was possible to be a silver medalist at the Paralympic Games?
I think the support from everyone, Swimming Canada, all the coaches, all the staff, all the swimmers, just kind of everyone just supported everyone and me, and it just kind of makes you believe that you can do basically anything.
Congratulations, Tess. We're all so very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Social media, Para-Pan Am teammate Danielle Kisser, quote, "My Twin Tower wins silver, heart's about to explode." Great sentiment at the Games. Nathan Stein, a 24-year-old British Columbian, competes for the Surrey Knights Swim Club, men's S10 100-meter freestyle. He won the bronze medal in this event at the IPC Worlds in Glasgow. Back to call it, Dwayne Deloca, Amy Bainbridge.
This is the men's 100-meter freestyle S10. Nathan Stein of Canada goes in lane 7, the 24-year-old, and looking to show that indeed he's still got the ability to not only swim well, swim strong, but win races, claim medals. Now, this is Dubrov. Dubrov amongst the greatest medal hauls of this competition so far. 5 medals in total, including 2 golds. Van der Voort, Brazil, Rodriguez, Kripak, Dubrov, Crothers, Stein, and Panchenko. Felipe Rodriguez, Andre Brazil hits the water and looks to hit the front. He's up alongside Felipe Rodriguez. The 2 Ukrainians just trailing behind the 2 Brazilians for now. But Kripak is looking to launch a fight back, and Dubrov comes into his own in this 100. Watch out for Crothers as well. He's got a strong back end. The Commonwealth champion from the Glasgow 2014 gold in very comfortable fashion, touches 5th overall. This is certainly going to be an intriguing finish to this title, because after the turn, it is Kripak and Rodriguez who are leading. Andre Brazil shaping up for a bronze medal. Dubrov with a poor turn, lost out a little. Rodriguez is challenging for the gold. It's Kripak who's leading. The pride of Brazil, the pride of Ukraine. Who's going to edge out? Brazil making a chance for silver. It's going to be Kripak, surely. Kripak, Dubrov closing fastest. Kripak will take the gold. Brazil claims the silver. Dubrov doesn't even place as Rodriguez takes the bronze. How strong was the finish by Felipe Rodriguez? Dubrov, a poor turn at the top end of the pool, though. Just put him out of medal contention. Crothers only touching 5th overall.
Yeah, it just proves how costly it can be in this, well, it's an all-out sprint, and if you time your turn to perfection and capitalise on that, you set yourself up for the final 50. It didn't happen for Dubrov, but what a fantastic result for the Brazilian crowd. Silver and bronze, and Kripak there rightly celebrating his achievements, and you can see the emotion on the face of the Brazilians. What could possibly be better than swimming in front of a home crowd, and they're very thankful for it as well. Look at that.
Delighted crowd at Rio 2016. They finish in silver and bronze respectively. Dubrov misses out completely despite 5 medals at these championships already. But Maxim Kripak, look at the top 4. They are within 0.51 of one another.
Gold, Maxim Krypak of Ukraine. That's his third gold, plus 2 silvers dominant. Silver, Andre Brasil of Brazil. Bronze, Felipe Rodriguez of Brazil. Loud in the Aquatic Stadium tonight, 7th for Nathan Stein of Canada. Up next, athletics. The metric mile on track, Jason Dunkerley and Josh Karanja of Canada, as the 15th edition of the Paralympic Games continues on CBC.
The Rio 2016 Paralympic Games are brought to you by Petro-Canada, supporting over 2,700 Olympic and Paralympic hopefuls since 1988. By Bell, accessibility just got better. And by Canadian Tire. We all play for Canada.
Right now, you don't know my name. You might not even care to know it. That's because you haven't seen me on the Olympic stage. Yet. I'm Alex Tugas. In Rio, I'm not part of Team Canada. I'm part of tomorrow's Team Canada.
Since 1988, Petro-Canada has supported over 2,700 Olympic and Paralympic hopefuls.
Blood pressure's down.
Less stress in my life.
How so?
I got myself the new CIBC Smart account. It's a totally new way to bank.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, now I only pay for what I use. And my monthly fee is capped.
I'm glad you're so relaxed. It's going to make this so much easier.
Happy thoughts.
Introducing worry-free banking with the new CIBC Smart account. CIBC, banking that fits your life.
I pick up a broken comb, running through my favorite hair.
When the best of us steps up,
Though I don't have
our nation stands a little taller. We all play for Canada.
Can you keep up with Canada's Paralympic team? Introducing the Para-Tough Training Series. 5 incredibly tough follow-along workout videos led by some of Canada's most elite Paralympians. Are you tough enough to keep up? Try the workouts at paratough.com and watch Team Canada's training pay off at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
Welcome back to our coverage of the 15th edition of the Paralympic Games. There's the Olympic Stadium in the Maracana zone as we get ready for athletics. We're going out to the track for some wheelchair racing, and Canada's got great tradition here. One of the pioneers was the late Andre Vigier, a winner of the Boston Marathon. There was Jeff Adams, who won 6 world championships, and the current chef de mission, Chantal Petitclerc. She won 14 Paralympic gold medals. And part of the tradition is a 45-year-old from Sherbrooke, Quebec, by the name of Deanne Roy. Deanne is making her 6th appearance at the Paralympic Games, and she races in the T54 women's 1,500 meters. Now to call the race, Will Downing and Matt Hill.
We move on to the women's 1,500-meter T54s, and we really move into some of the highlight races on the card. Strap yourselves in, because this is going to be some fantastic action. We have a field of 10 here, including Tatiana McFadden, winner of the 1,500 in London, set the world record last year, and twice world champion at the 1,500 meters. Here is Tatiana McFadden, 400-meter winner here in Rio, second in the 100. looking for her 5th gold medal at Paralympic level and her 13th medal in total. This is Diane Roy from Canada, 45 years of age, the oldest in the field, qualified with a time of 3:32.13. Women's 1500 metres T54 final, and they're ready. A couple of cracking 1500 metre races ahead of us, and away they go. And Chai from the inside began quite quickly with Di Rosario, and now there's pace from out wide. Here's McFadden coming over, and also Ma Jing is going to stake an early claim, and the Brazilians also up there in the early stages, and that is Aline Rocker. But already it is an early lead established by the American, and this is McFadden out clear by a good 15 metres or so from Ma Jing in second place. Coming into the home straight, yes, McFadden with a terrific lead at the moment, some 25 metres from the Chinese athlete in second place, and there's some early moves moving up here. McGrory goes up into second position, and out even wider on the track we've got the Australian, which is Di Rosario, settling in about 7th.
Yeah, McFadden opened up a really, really strong lead, but McCrory coming up with her. McClammer also in the field for the United States. Looks like a US 1-2-3 at the moment. They're all up there. McFadden, McGrory and McClammer. In 4th place for China, it's Ma Jing. 6th to the 400 metres final. De Rosario, the world 800 metres champion. That magnificent victory for her in Doha. Tucked down in the middle of the field at the moment with a fellow Australian, Chrissy Dawes. The US 1-2-3, they've dominated this. They're looking to break the rest of the field. That incredible acceleration from Tatiana McFadden early on. But she leads here with 2 laps to go. US 1-2-3 and China in 4.
So it's McFadden in front of McGrory. McClammer is in 3rd place, and then Ma Jing in 4th, and they're in single file as they head towards the back section. The 2 Australians trying to help each other towards the end of the field. The Brazilian is second last at the moment, Di Rosario, and at the tail of the field is Wollongren, who did finish off quite well in her semi-final. But at this stage, McFadden leads from McGrory in her slipstream, then McClammer in 3rd place, Ma Jing in 4th position, and no change in the order at this stage. No one really seizing any initiative, trying to sneak up along the inside. In next position is the Australian. Indoors, Di Rosario, the young 22-year-old at her 3rd Paralympics, out wider. But no change as far as the top 3 are concerned. With a lap to go, it's McFadden from McGrory and McClammer.
McFadden, McGrory, McClammer, the 1-2-3 inside the final lap, and now they're beginning to go for it. But what a sharp, great racer, moving up strong to try and break up the American dominance at the moment. It's a good break by her on the outside. 5th place for the Chinese, Ma Jing. McFadden defending a line very well. McGrory and McClammer. McClammer trying to work on the outside. Tatiana McFadden already with a gold and a silver here so far. Leading them out. It could still be an American 1-2-3. Tatiana McFadden leading them through, and I think it will be. It'll be an all-American race here. It's Tatiana McFadden, McGrory, McClammer. And that's how they're going to do it. It's a US clean sweep, 3:22.50. And that's the way to do it. And Tatiana McFadden, magnificent win to get her 2nd gold medal of these Paralympic Games. 3rd overall, Paralympic record, 3:22.50.
Well, what brilliant tactics from Tatiana McFadden. Went straight to the front when nobody else wanted to, broke them up, and then as they concertinaed back in, she was able just to set quite a steady tempo and held off her compatriots in McGrory and McClammer. So it was McFadden with the gold medal, and you could say, I suppose, it was a McTrifecta. But it was a Paralympic record for Tatiana McFadden, personal best for McClammer. Di Rosario with an Australasian record of 3:24.33, season's best for Diane Roy, an Asian record for Ma Jing, and then personal best for Dawes, Rocker and Wollongren. So in the end, it was just high caliber stuff.
Mixed sweep for USA. Gold, Tatiana McFadden in another Paralympic record, her third medal at the Games. Silver, Amanda McGrory. Bronze, Chelsea McClammer, all of the United States. 6 to Deanne Waugh of Canada. 3 more races to come, the 800, the 400, and 5,000 meters for Deanne. Jason Dunkerley, an Ottawa-based visually impaired runner. His guide is the Kenyan-born Josh Karanja. This is the men's T11 1500 meters. Jason is the 2006 world champion. Let's get more on the T11 classification with Stephanie Dixon in this edition of Para 101.
T11 is for athletes with a near total visual impairment. All compete in blackened out glasses with a sighted guide runner. The athlete must cross the finish line ahead of the guide.
Para 101 is brought to you by the Paralympian Search. Are you tough enough to become Canada's next Paralympian? Go to paralympic.ca to find out.
Final of the men's 1500 meters, T11. Strong field, complete visual impairment. They've all won a title at one stage or another. We've got the reigning European, World, Pan Am, Asian and Paralympic champions all in this. Jason Dunkley of Canada, twice world champion previously, and he's the reigning 5,000 meters Pan Am champion. He won silver in the 5,000 in Doha. So underway in the men's 1500 meters final. T11, complete visual impairment. Denise, Santos, Kimani, Wada, Bai, and Dunkley. Denise taking a good perch on the inside with his guide Mohammed Emin Tan. He won his semi-final. Kimani and Bai the same. Good lead he's opening up actually straight away in this 1500 meters final. Skipping away ahead of the rest. Santos taking a comfortable position on the outside. So Bai leading for Kenya. Kimani going well out on the outside. Kimani's heading out towards lane 3 and 4. But Bai in a comfortable position. Denise in second place. Real cluster then behind. 4th, 3rd with 3 laps to go.
Yeah, a little bit of touching going on there as the Brazilian moved up into 3rd place. Adair Santos, and just got in a little bit tight with the guide underneath of him. But at this stage, it's Kenya in front and Bai at his 2nd Paralympic Games. The bronze medalist in the 5,000 meters here leads by about 5 meters. And the roars from the crowd as Adair Santos, who has 7 Paralympic medals, but yet to taste success with a gold medal, moves up into 2nd position on the outside. And he's just going to try and tuck in here into the slipstream of the leader as they come towards the home corner with approximately 900 meters to go. It's Bai in front of Santos, and his guy just making sure that he's staying out of trouble on the outside. Denise is next, 3rd the inside, and they were followed by the Kenyan in 4th position, and that is Kimani, and they steal a gap then to the Canadian at the back of the field, which is Dunkley. But as they go past the 2-lap mark, the Brazilian's gone to the front. Adair Santos.
2 laps to go. Santos out in front, trying to pick up another gold medal for Brazil. They've been so successful. Only China have won more athletics medals at this Paralympic Games so far. Skips out in front of Hannah Bai. Kimani's in 3rd place. Bit of a gap now, slipping back to 4th. And that's Denise, the European champion. Can Santos keep it up? Kimani running comfortably on the outside. Bai still close in 2nd place. Then that big gap back to 4th and an even bigger gap back to 5th. But Santos with around 500 meters to go, out in front and looking good. But the 2 Kenyan athletes behind them, ready, willing and able to bounce. Santos and Nascimento. Silver it was for them in the 5,000 meters. He is the reigning world champion. He collapsed in the 5,000 meters in Doha. Came back to win the 15. He's leading the 1,500 meters final of the Paralympic Games at the bell.
And we know he's He's tough, but he needs to be here to grit on for the final 350 metres as they head towards the back straight. Chasing at the moment is Kamani, who looks a little bit fresh into second place. And then came Denise in third. Byers got tired and goes to fourth, so into the back. It is Santos in front, but that gap is starting to wither down. 250 metres to go. He's the reigning world champion. He was also the champion in 2013 in the World Champs in Leon, but this is the one he wants the most. He runs off the back. 200 metres to go. He leads by about 12 metres, but Kamani is getting ever so closer. The crowd really having to lift now. Santos, Adair Santos, comes round the turn. 7 Paralympic medals, but none of them gold. Is this his destiny? 80 metres to go. Kamani's getting closer. Santos getting tired. Kamani's coming at him. Kamani over the top's got him. And Kamani's going to come away and win the gold medal from Santos, his 8th Paralympic medal, a silver again. And then in third was Denise, and in fourth By or Duckley. They've hit that pretty closely together. 4:03.25 in a thrilling men's 1500 metres T11 final. It wasn't to be for the Brazilian. He's just not been able to see out the final 150 metres, but a well-timed run by Samuel Kamani from Kenya, the 26-year-old. His time of 4:03.25 beats whatever he's run this year so far. James Boyd, his guide, then was brought into the race at the perfect time of the lap to go and then wore down the tiring Brazilian in Adair Santos. Full credit to him. He was the story of the race. Confirming the result, the time 4:03.25, 0.6 quicker than Santos. His 8th Paralympic medal. Denise from Turkey in third place.
Gold, Samuel Mushai Kamani of Kenya. He scored the 5,000, 1,500 double gold. Silver, Adair Santos of Brazil. He was the runner-up in the 2 races. Bronze, Samit Deniz of Turkey. 5th for Jason Dunkerley of Canada with guide Josh Karanja. Jason and Josh are at the stadium with Rob Snook.
All right, Jason and Josh. Jason, how did the race plan come together in the race?
Like Sunday, we wanted to go out hard and establish our position. We had the advantage of starting on the outside today, so it meant that Josh could pick a good spot for us, which he did, and we just tried to sort of work our way through, and I tried to really relax the last 500 and not push, but just open my stride and let it happen. And you know, I thought we'd run quite a bit slower than we actually did. It's a nice surprise to run that fast. I wish we could have placed a little higher, but we'll take it for today, you know.
Josh, did you feel like you're going to have to help Jason do a personal best today in order to get a chance at the podium?
Yeah, we definitely would have to run about, I was assuming about under 4. They actually went slower than I thought they would. But, you know, we came out with our plan is don't go out crazy. And then with 500 to go, whatever's left, just go for it, which we did, which is exciting. So, yeah, we'll take it.
When we come back, Boccia in Brazil and the Canadian side of the story as Rio 2016 and the Paralympic Games continue on CBC.
The Rio 2016 Paralympic Games are brought to you by Air Canada, official airline of the Canadian Paralympic team, by Canadian Tire. We all play for Canada. And by CIBC, banking that fits your life.
Hello there. You are now one of the lucky people in this world to call yourself Canadian. Welcome aboard. You'll grow up doing things we all do, or you'll do your own thing. Either way, you're a doer. Your heroes will inspire you, but you'll find ways to inspire yourself. That's important. You'll love your home, but its borders won't be able to hold you. You'll push out to see the world. One day, you'll wake up 6 hours ahead, or 8 hours behind, or here. Maybe to prove yourself. Maybe because you're needed. Maybe to show off your big, bad, superpowered brain. That'll be you flying the flag. And when you leave, they'll remember that smart, helpful, confident, tough Canadian. Canadian. So we thank you in advance for making your mark. The world needs more Canada. Let's bring it to them.
Blood pressure's down.
Less stress in my life.
How so?
I got myself the new CIBC Smart Account. It's a totally new way to bank.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, now I only pay for what I use. And my monthly fee is capped.
I'm glad you're so relaxed. It's going to make this so much easier.
Happy thoughts.
Introducing worry-free banking with the new CIBC Smart Account. CIBC, banking that fits your life.
I'm sure you have no idea what my name is. That's okay, because you haven't seen me anywhere yet. But my day is coming. I'm Virginie Chénier. In Rio, I'm not part of Team Canada. I'm part of tomorrow's Team Canada.
Since 1988, Petro-Canada has supported over 2,700 Olympic and Paralympic hopefuls.
I pick up a broken comb, running through my favorite hair.
When the best of us steps up,
No, I don't have
our nation stands a little taller. We all play for Canada.
My God, Mitzi, your shadow is purple.
I'm a bad seed, William. I'm no good.
Okay, this is ridiculous. William's right to protest.
I don't think I can have any more sex tonight. Every few generations, one of us pops up.
Perhaps this time it will be weapons grade.
Hey everybody, I'm Steven Sabados. My design philosophy is to keep things timeless, fresh, and fabulous. I see beauty in the old and the new. Inspiration is everywhere, and I want to know what inspires you. We can't wait to see you this fall on The Goods.
A pair of Polish fencers, each with a point to make, met in the medal round of the wheelchair fencing individual saber competition at Carioca Arena 3. Gregors Pluta and Adrian Castro know each other well. They've trained together for the past 4 years. Castro, 15 years younger than his opponent, defeated Pluta to win the World Championship last year. Before they faced off for the bronze medal, Castro suggested that the loser of the match would pay for the upcoming wedding between Castro and Pluta's daughter. The bout was close, with Castro holding an 8-6 advantage through the first period. Then the younger man surged to an 11-6 lead and closed out the match 15-8. Bronze to Castro. But as for the financing of the wedding, Pluta begged to differ. The 2012 Paralympics champion explained that because he had lost, Castro would now earn enough money to pay for the wedding himself. Point taken. At the heart of the Games.
Heart of the Games is brought to you by Canadian Tire. We all play for Canada.
Welcome back. There's Carioca Arena number 2 right beside the fencing venue, and our first look at boccia at these Paralympic Games in Brazil. Here's 56-year-old Bruno Garneau of Montreal, a veteran of the national team, a Para-Pan Am gold medalist last summer in mixed pairs. He says boccia allows him to feel the thrill of competition at the highest level, and it pushes him to consistently attain new heights. He's the subject of the Paralympians.
The Paralympians, brought to you by CIBC.
Je m'appelle Bruno Garneau, j'ai 56 ans, je suis né à Dolbeau, je suis un joueur de boccia. Je suis équipe du Canada depuis plusieurs années. Je m'entraîne 4 jours semaine et certaines fins de semaine. J'ai toujours hâte d'essayer une nouvelle rampe, mais l'adaptation n'est pas toujours simple. Je dois faire preuve de patience et de détermination avant d'obtenir les performances habituelles.
Ça fait plusieurs années que je suis l'assistante sportive de Bruno, même depuis plus de 20 ans. Puis on est arrivé à développer une façon de communiquer avec les yeux, la tête. Ça demande une concentration constante, une présence et il faut de la rapidité, effectivement. Notre façon de faire, étant donné que la communication avec Bruno, le fait qu'il est non-verbal, le soir, on revient souvent sur la journée, à voir qu'est-ce qui a bien été, qu'est-ce qui a moins bien été, de quelle façon on peut améliorer notre communication. Puis, mais on se comprend très bien, Bruno, avec ses yeux, avec sa tête. Il faut que c'est son sourire. Et Bruno, c'est un athlète qui est très déterminé. Il n'y a rien qui l'empêche d'aller à ses entraînements. Toutes les difficultés qu'il peut rencontrer dans sa vie au quotidien, parce qu'il faut que je vous situe que Bruno vit seul en appartement. Alors, il a à gérer des aides à domicile, du transport adapté, qui des fois est en retard ou en avance, des choses comme ça. Mettons, des entraînements qui sont ajoutés ou enlevés. Il doit voir à la gestion de son personnel et tout ça. Et malgré tous ces obstacles, il est toujours à ses entraînements. Il est d'une détermination à toute épreuve. Puis Bruno me contait que dans la vie courante, ça prend au moins 10 rencontres avant qu'une personne soit à l'aise avec lui pour qu'il comprenne le système, sa façon de fonctionner. Ce qui fait qu'il n'y a pas un réseau social très élargi s'il n'avait pas fait partie de l'équipe nationale. C'est une des raisons pour laquelle il est excessivement chanceux, content d'avoir pu se placer, gagner sa place au niveau de l'équipe.
The Paralympians is brought to you by CIBC, proud partner of the Canadian Paralympic team.
Bruno, who is also an artist, was competing in the BC3 classification. He had a lead in his first match, but gave up 6 points in the final end to lose 7-2 to Portugal's Jose Carlos Macedo. Garneau, who won Para-Pan Am Games gold in the mixed pairs last year, couldn't get it going in his second game, dropping an 8-1 decision. So unfortunately, Bruno will not advance to the quarterfinal round. Marco Despaltro, 49, Montreal, Canada's flag bearer at the Para-Pan Am Games last summer, a silver medalist in pairs, former wheelchair rugby and tennis player. He takes on his teammate, Alison Levine, who he recruited. She, too, is a former wheelchair rugby player.
If I wasn't a bocce athlete, I have no idea where I would be. I saw this weird-looking sport with the balls, and I decided, maybe I'll try and throw one. 3 years later, we're getting ready for the Paralympics. Life kind of put me on this path spontaneously, and I just decided to follow it, see what would happen. I don't think I could look back, even if I tried. Rearview mirror is broken, and I'm just gonna keep on the path ahead.
Game Faces is brought to you by the Paralympic Foundation of Canada. To support Canada's future Paralympians, text PARATOUGH to 45678 to donate $5.
A battle of Canadians in BC4. Marco Despaltro and Alison Levine oppose each other. Despaltro, a Paralympic legend in several sports, took the early lead with 1 in the first end and 4 in the second. Levine from Montreal, who was recruited into bocce by Despaltro, scored singles in the next 2 ends, but ended up falling 5-2 to Despaltro.
You travel all this distance, and who do you face? You face your teammate right off the bat. But we've known for a couple of months now, so it's something that's I'm glad it's out of the way. Now we can focus on the Chinese and try to eliminate both of them, and we could advance and hopefully meet again in the finals.
There's actually a crowd. There's people here to watch bocce, and we're so used to at home. You say, "What do?" You say, "Oh, I'm a Paralympian in the sport of bocce," and they go, "What?" And then to see people coming out and actually watching us and supporting us, it's quite a cool atmosphere.
They will play 2 more matches tomorrow, both against Chinese opponents. Marco Despaltro, ever positive, and obviously respected by his protege and teammate, Alison Levine. When we return, we'll set up the hard-hitting sport of wheelchair rugby as the favored Canadians begin their journey in Rio. The Paralympic Games continue on CBC.
The Rio 2016 Paralympic Games are brought to you by Bell. Accessibility just got better. By CIBC. Banking that fits your life. And by Petro-Canada, supporting over 2,700 Olympic and Paralympic hopefuls since 1988.
You remember the moment. Adversity staring down at you. Fear of failure as universal as your drive to victory. You have faced that adversity, conquered it, used it to silence a world that wants to define ability. You've proven you're able to win, to inspire, thrive. You've worked just as hard, pushed just as far, overcoming the doubts all athletes face. There is no despite, only in spite of. You're here because you deserve to be. All your life you've known it. Victory against adversity defines you, but no one can define your adversity. You have shown the world that you are not here to just compete. You are here to win. Can you keep up with Canada's Paralympic team? Introducing the Para-Tough Training Series. 5 incredibly tough follow-along workout videos led by some of Canada's most elite Paralympians. Are you tough enough to keep up? Try the workouts at paratough.com and watch Team Canada's training pay off at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
Every child should learn how to swim for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
We've all had those moments. Moments when our heads fill with doubt. Moments when little voices creep in and say, maybe you should try something else, something easier. But the truth is, I don't do easy.
Welcome back. Wheelchair rugby combatants, 8 of them at the Paralympics. Canadians are in good shape. They won the silver medal at London 2012. Canada is in Group A. Their rivals, USA, are in B. To preview, here's Stephanie Dixon.
The Canadian wheelchair rugby team held their practice today at Carioca Arena 2. Canada is ranked as one of the top 2 countries in the world, and expectations are high for the team. With depth and experience, hitting the podium should be no problem.
I think the team's expectations are definitely be in that gold medal match. That's what we've been training for. Coming out of the Parapans, that was our goal there, and it's continued on. So we're looking forward to actually starting here. It's been a long, however many days it is, watching all the other athletes compete, so we're excited to get going.
Well, I think every game's going to be tough. So I think, it starts tomorrow with playing the home team with Brazil. I mean, playing them as the opening of Paralympics, I think is going to be tough. Great Britain is a great matchup for us. It will present a big challenge. We haven't beat Australia in a major competition. So having all 3 of those teams in our pool is great for us. And it's really, if we can get through a pool play, even with 1 loss, I think it gives us a great opportunity to win a gold medal.
Yeah, I definitely think we've got a little more hunger leading into these games after a couple tough losses to them recently. And so we've been keeping that in our minds for the past 4 years while we've been training and preparing for these games. And hopefully we'll come out fired up and be able to finish that business up.
Canada's first match tomorrow versus Brazil should be a raucous affair. 6:15 p.m. Eastern, streaming live at cbcsports.ca/Paralympics. Great story by Canadian veteran Trevor Hirschfield of BC. Player's own voice, imperfect bodies produce perfect results. Check it out at cbcsports.ca/Paralympics. First-person perspective in a very rugged sport. Tomorrow is time trial day for cycling at Pontal in the Baja region. 11 Canadians will ride in event finals, all in 9 different classifications. And also, para-canoe makes its debut for Canada. Erica Scarf and 5-time world champion Christine Gauthier at Lagoa. Coming up, quad tennis on court, the gold medal match in men's doubles as Rio 2016 and the Paralympic Games continue on CBC. Stay with us.
The Rio 2016 Paralympic Games are brought to you by Canadian Tire. We all play for Canada. By Petro-Canada, supporting over 2,700 Olympic and Paralympic hopefuls since 1988. And by Air Canada, official airline of the Canadian Paralympic team.
Hello there. You're one of the lucky ones to call yourself Canadian. You'll have heroes, but you'll find ways to inspire yourself. You'll love your home, but its borders won't be able to hold you. One day, you'll push out to see the world, make your mark, and fly the flag. And when you leave, they'll remember that smart, helpful, tough, confident Canadian. The world needs more Canada. Let's bring it to them.
Introducing an amazing lineup of accessible devices from Bell, like the hearing aid compatible Doro 824 with a friendly and intuitive interface. With a tactile keyboard overlay, the Doro 824C is designed for those who are blind or have low vision. Chocolate. It even reads text for you. Plus, the Tekla fits to any wheelchair, so it can work hands-free. Bell. Accessibility just got better.
Blood pressure's down. Less stress in my life. How so? I got myself the new CIBC Smart Account. It's a totally new way to bank. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Now I only pay for what I use. And my monthly fee is capped.
I'm glad you're so relaxed. It's going to make this so much easier.
Happy thoughts.
Introducing worry-free banking with the new CIBC Smart Account. CIBC, banking that fits your life.
Today, we've invited a group of youngsters to the ranch.
Do the cows ever go in the house with you? What's it like to be a rancher? Is it true that cows jump over the moon?
Cows like to travel in S's.
Do you have to work every day?
That's right.
Do you even have to work on your birthday?
Great food grows in Canada. That's why McDonald's only serves Canadian beef.
Intelligent Safety Shield Technologies.
On the next Romeo section.
I need a timeline when they get in the box, when it moves.
We start cutting steel at 8:30. We're gone by midnight.
Let me know if there's going to be a party. I'd love to be invited.
Got something going on behind my back.
The Romeo section, Wednesday at 9 on CBC.
Let's hit it.
No way I'm taking that.
I retrieved some pretty interesting stuff.
This could be the break we're after.
You're the target. The video that Holland made. You can see it.
What a tangled web they weave.
Oh my God, it's him.
It is a beautiful night in Rio de Janeiro, Baja Olympic Park, and the brand new tennis center. Temperatures are expected to rise into the 30s for week 2 of these Paralympic Games. In wheelchair tennis, there are 6 classifications for women and men, and the gold medal match in the men's quad doubles produced a great affair. 3-time defending champions Nick Taylor and David Wagner of the United States battled with Australia's Dylan Alcott and Heath Davidson. Now, the Americans took the first set, but Australia evened things in the second. So we go to the third and deciding set between a couple of tennis powerhouses at the Paralympics.
It's a good shot. And it put Heath Davidson under pressure. Comes from the Australians. Well, they won 4 in a row. The beleaguered Taylor and Wagner trying to stem that flow of games. Yes, hit firmly and with conviction by Alcott. That's such a good shot. Takes it nice and early. Good flick of the wrist with that reverse hand, backhand. Yeah, he delayed his shot. Almost until he might have noticed that Dylan Alcott was moving to the centre of the court. Wait, and then played it. Well, how close is this game? 4-all and set all. So, 4-all. Who is going to blink first here? Gold medal is the prize. Alcott now in the groove. No. Well, a number of occasions we've seen Wagner make that backhand. It's the serve is quite tight to the body and quite awkward for him to make a good return. And quite often he has dumped it in the net. A 39th unforced error from the Americans. That's good. He's been brilliant for that overhead. And they have 3 points to go 5-4 in this final set. Great serve. Can he get there? Yes. Brilliant. And that's going to go out. It's 5-4. Advantage Australia. Is it all about to end here? Taylor to serve. First point the way of Australia. Oh, God had to make a lot of the court there, and he took it on, took the responsibility, but couldn't finish it off. Wagner at the net. And again, he's dominating the net. It's 5-all. Great composure shown by the two Americans. They've never been taken this deep into a third set in the final. Taylor and Wagner. Plenty of pressure on this young man's shoulders. They seem not to be fazed by the pressure. Out. Well, keep holding serve. Well, they hold serve here. The pressure back on Wagner to keep the United States in the match. There it is. Brilliant again from Olcott coming to the net. Remember, he was way behind the baseline there. He rolls forward with such speed. And knows exactly what he has to do. No, this time a snatch backhand volley. A little bit out of reach. Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. Absolutely outstanding. Now just have a look at how he gets himself into position to play this shot. Knowing exactly where Wagner is, knowing where the hole in the court is. He finds it. He loves it as well. That's what it means to the Australians. (6-5) Dylan Olcott and Heath Davidson lead. The pressure back on Nick Taylor and David Wagner. Wagner has to serve to keep their hopes of winning a 4th gold medal alive.
The Rio 2016 Paralympic Games are brought to you by Petro-Canada, supporting over 2,700 Olympic and Paralympic hopefuls since 1988. By Bell, accessibility just got better. And by Canadian Tire. We all play for Canada.
Chances are you don't know who I am. You don't recognize my face and you haven't seen me compete. But one day you will. I'm Alexandre Corriveau. In Rio, I'm not part of Team Canada. I'm part of tomorrow's Team Canada.
Since 1988, Petro-Canada has supported over 2,700 Olympic and Paralympic hopefuls.
Blood pressure's down.
Less stress in my life.
How so?
I got myself the new CIBC Smart Account. It's a totally new way to bank.
Yeah?
Yeah, now I only pay for what I use. And my monthly fee is capped.
I'm glad you're so relaxed. It's going to make this so much easier.
Happy thoughts.
Introducing worry-free banking with the new CIBC Smart Account. CIBC, banking that fits your life.
I pick up a broken comb, run it through my favorite hair.
When the best of us steps up,
No, I don't have
our nation stands a little taller. We all play for Canada.
Can you keep up with Canada's Paralympic team? Introducing the Para-Tough Training Series. 5 incredibly tough follow-along workout videos led by some of Canada's most elite Paralympians. Are you tough enough to keep up? Try the workouts at paratough.com and watch Team Canada's training pay off at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
Coming up tomorrow on day 6 of the Paralympic Games from Rio, wheelchair rugby gets underway as the baby-faced assassin Zach Medell and the Canadian men's team face home Brazil. And at the Lagoa, para canoe makes its Paralympic debut with Christine Gauthier leading the way for Canada. Streaming tomorrow on cbcsports.ca/Paralympics. Swimming heats 8:25 a.m. ET. Athletics morning session 8:50 a.m. ET. Wheelchair rugby 4 matches. Coverage begins at 9:20 a.m. ET. Canada plays Brazil later in the day. Right now, back to tennis. USA, Australia.
Tiebreaker, or is it all over? We'll soon find out. A fault on the first serve from Wagner. First blood, Australia. Love 30. There's a bit of tension in the stands. Realization that they are so close to glory here. That's Wagner at his best. Maneuvering himself into the right position and making a crafty little drop shot. That's going to be tricky. And that's out of court. 30-all. What a point. You could hear a pin drop. That man, Nick Taylor, defending, finding a way, trying to get an opportunity for Wagner at the net to finish the point off. But it's gone the way of Australia. This is gold medal point for Olcott and Davidson. It's gold medal for Australia. They end the reign of Wagner and Taylor. Dylan Olcott and Heath Davidson have taken the quad doubles gold medal. It's the end of an era in quad Paralympic tennis. Nick Taylor and David Wagner won all the titles up to this one here in Rio. But it is not to be for this fantastic pair. It comes to an end against a young, vibrant, talented combination. Dylan Olcott and Heath Davidson are the gold medalists. How they fought for this match, how they dug so deep when facing the wall. And they won the quad doubles in fine style, not emphatic by any stretch of the imagination. They lost the first set. They found themselves 4-1 down in the second, clawed their way back, winning 5 games in a row. They were love 3 down in the third set and won that 7-5. 2 hours and 44 minutes of absolutely enthralling quad tennis and a deep disappointment for Nick Taylor.
Well, they've got some jam. Gold, Australia's Dylan Olcott and Heath Davidson. They upset 3-time champions, the Americans, Nick Taylor and David Wagner, who settled for silver. Bronze to Great Britain, Jamie Burdican and Andy Lapthorne. Coralie Rivard, the 20-year-old from Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu, Quebec, raced to her 3rd medal of the games and 2nd gold. The medal ceremony at the Olympic Aquatic Stadium, quite something, quite joyous for Rivard, the 100-meter freestyle. Her parents were in the crowd. After 291 of 521 events on day 6, China tops the medals board with nearly double the total of 2nd place Great Britain. Canada adds 2 medals from the pool, gold and silver, to reach 14 medals. That total has Canada 14th on the overall medals table. Thanks for watching. It's been a great day. We'll see you for number 7 tomorrow from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.